I got a chance to talk to Bart Millard of Mercy Me, the songwriter of I Can Only Imagine. Let's take a look at my interview.
It's an amazing song.
Just kind of happened. Took about 10 minutes, I guess.
Bart, you didn't write this song in 10 minutes. It took a lifetime. How'd you do this?
I Can Only Imagine is now the most played radio single in Christian music history. The movie by the same name brings to life the true story behind the song written by Bart Millard of the band Mercy Me.
I grew up in a broken home. My parents divorced when I was 3, and my dad was incredibly abusive for most of my childhood. And then my freshman year in high school, he was diagnosed with cancer, and I was given kind of a front row seat to see this man go from being a monster to someone who was just desperately and passionately in love with Jesus. So much so that by the time he passed away my freshman year in college, not only was he my best friend, but he was the godliest man I ever knew, and the kind of dad I wanted to be like whenever I grew up. And so I used to write the phrase, I can only imagine, everything I can get my hands on, thinking about him being in a better place. And years later, I'm in the band, and we're looking to write one more song for independent record. And I'm going through my journal, and I'm trying to find a blank page to write lyrics, and every page had I Can Only Imagine written on it some way, in shape or form. And at first I was frustrated, then I was like, all right, I get it, God. And so wrote the song, and it was special to me, but had no idea the impact it was going to have on people. I never would have thought that we'd be here 18, 19 years later talking about a movie, that's for sure.
The film features an all-star cast including Dennis Quaid, country music legend Trace Adkins, and Cloris Leachman, as well as faith-based director John Irwin, who was inspired to get involved with this story.
It's kind of one of those things that found us. Bart and I connected as friends just by chance, invited him to a screening of one of our other films, and afterwards he talked to us and said, I don't know if you know this, but some people have been developing the life story for the past 5 years. Would love for you guys to consider directing it. And I said, well, I don't know if you know this, but they sent us the script this morning. And it was just, kind of fate that kind of brought us all together. And as we knew the song, we loved the song, and it's, it's not just an audience we're trying to reach, we are the audience. We love this music. But, to step into it and hear the story behind the song and the powerful father-son redemption, it's the kind of stuff that you dream about, and just the power of music.
There's a couple of messages that Bart wants people to leave the theater with after seeing I Can Only Imagine.
And there's a couple of messages, one is that I want people to walk away, and I'm sure we all have people in our lives that we've written off thinking there's no hope for, that they're too far gone, or God can't reach them, and maybe we think that way of ourselves. But if this movie's just a reminder that, hey, as long as we're breathing, our story's still being written, and so we don't know how it's going to turn out, but there's always reason to hope.
Bringing you the best of entertainment for California life, I'm Jeremiah Hartwig.